Oh, okay, it's challenge time. Libertarians, I want small government. I want small government. Keep government out of my life. Okay, what small government do you want? Get rid of the fire department? Quit funding it and everything. Oh, somebody's house is on fire. Oops. Have people get water together. Oh, yes, yes. Just have people pour little buckets and everything. And instead of having a fire truck that has a big hose on it, you know, and that can take the water out like that, right? Or have what about the police department? Cut them, right? And everybody be shooting guns at each other, and there'd be nobody there to stop it. What about, you know, education? I want to teach my kids. Alright, I mean, if you know, I've heard about home-based education and everything, but seriously, what if you didn't know about certain topics? You know, and everybody would be like, well, let them look it up on the internet. Oh, yes, because I'm just absolutely sure that, you know, there's no bullshit and biasy on the internet, right? Or what if you have, you know, you got to set standards and rules and everything. So, you know, you're like, well, I don't want government. What? What don't you want? You don't want your water regulated? I do. I want to make sure that water that I'm getting doesn't give me tentacles and everything. You got to tell me what. What don't you want? I don't want government in my life. John?
Plain and simple. I'll tell you what they mean when they say they don't want government in their life. No abortion and no gay marriage. That's what it comes down to. That's what, you know, and
like Ron Paul, their hero.
Yeah, Ron Paul,
Ron Paul!
And speaking of good old Ron Paul, his campaign advisor, yeah, let's talk about that. Everyone says, let's get rid of entitlement programs and let charities and churches help. Okay. Ron Paul, campaign advisor, short story, and then I'll give it back to Michael real quick. Ron Paul's campaign advisor died. He died. How did he die? He was very, I think it was cancer.
Yeah.
It was cancer.
Sick.
Yeah, and then the poor man died. He had no health insurance. None. His medical bills were $400,000. Ron Paul, his best friend, wouldn't even help. You know what? He said, I'll let the churches and charities take care of it. So, guess what happened? The churches and charities took care of all they only paid $40,000. $40,000.
And that left $360,000 left for the taxpayers to pay for.
That's right. So whenever someone goes to the emergency room, you know, like a poor person who has no money, guess who pays for that? No entitlement programs, you the taxpayers do. So even with no entitlement programs, more and more people be going into an emergency room, more taxpayer money going to them.
Yeah, so if they didn't have Medicare or something to pay for their,
exactly,
you know, like going to an emergency room or their hospital bills or something.
Exactly.
You know, so again, you guys have got to explain. I know Sean wanted to get a little bit, that really kind of debunks the theory of everybody not having health care. You see, you got to know what rules and stuff you're trying to set. You just got to explain it instead of just saying, I don't want no government. What? Oh, private property. Ah, yes. Don't want government to regulate those private businesses, right? Guess what? It's government that tells them where the land is and everything. They're basically on government land. The government just leaves them alone because it is, you know, they give it over to them. So, again, what government don't you want? Take your pick. Like I said, your hero, Ron Paul, would have, you know, he would have been a big government boy because he works for the government. He would have set the rules of the government. He wasn't just going to sit there and go, well, I'll let the people decide because I'm Ron Paul and I'm for freedom. He was going to set the rules of the land. Just like Obama, just like Romney, or if he'd have won, or Clinton, Bush, any other one of these presidents. He would have been no different, okay? And he would have followed corporate interests. You guys are like, he would have fought against corporate interests. No, he wouldn't have, because a lot of his donors were corporate. So, again, what do you want? See, everybody's like, Michael, you're getting off track. No, I'm telling you. If you think these small government types are going to give you what you want, no, they're not. Because there's no such thing as small government. It's just what you want government to work for. Do you want government to work for the rich, big business, by leaving them alone? Or do you want them to work for the people, everybody? to protect them, to keep them safe from waste, fraud, abuse, and things like that. I take Plan B, because I want government to say, okay, this water's clean. You know, you have people who work for a living who are sitting there watching the water and everything, and they go, you know, this water may be contaminated. Let's not send it out to the public, y'all. See? I know you guys are like, we're not saying government don't work. I know you're not. But when you add it all up, there's a lot of government even in things that you're for. So you have to look at that. You have to explain what is it you want from small government. What is small government? You know, because I used to hear libertarians tell me, Michael, you have to explain to me why you want socialism, why socialism is good and everything. Okay, well, it's your turn. You have to explain to me why you want small government. What is small government? You have to give the definition. Just saying it is not good enough. If I see a comment, I'm going to delete every stupid comment that goes, well, I want small government because I want freedom. You do that, you're gone. Because I actually want a constructive comment that tells me what small government is. That's it. Because I am sick of you guys and girls getting out here going, I want small government. I want small government. What? What do you want? What are you talking about? It's put up or shut up time. Okay? Sheesh.